breeze calling, wheels start to glide. Morning whisper, city opens wide. Golden rhythm in a lazy sky. Let the road and I just coincide. Coffee scent and a narrow street, echoes dancing beneath my feet. Handlebars in a gentle sway. Every turn feels like a holiday. No maps, no plans, just follow the sound of a heartbeat sinking with the ground. Pedal through the sunlight, feel the breeze, every moment flowing with such ease. Samba in my soul. Spills on the avenue, silver wheels hum a gentle tune. City wakes, but I drift away on a road that begins today. No destination in my mind, just the rhythm I can't deny. Riding softly through the breeze, pedals turning with such ease. Every street's a melody, playing low and tenderly. And I feel my worries leave in this quiet symphony. Let the world just follow me. Coffee scents from a corner shop, strangers smile as the traffic stops. Golden rays on the riverside, all my thoughts start to coincide. Time is slower when I glide, every heartbeat in the ride. Riding softly through the breeze, pedals turning with such ease. Every street's a playing low and tenderly, and I Soft breeze calling, wheels start to glide. Morning whisper, city opens wide. Golden rhythm in a lazy sky. Let the road and I just coincide. Coffee scent and a narrow street, echoes dancing beneath my feet. Handlebars in a gentle sway. Every turn feels like a holiday. No maps, no plans, just follow the sound of a heartbeat sinking with the ground. Pedal through the sunlight, feel the breeze, every moment flowing with such ease. Samba in my soul, jazz in my mind. Leave the ticking world somewhere behind. Shadows play on the pastel walls. Distant laughter softly calls. A melody in every lane, spinning circles, no refrain. Slow down time with every spin. Let the quiet rhythm pull me in. Pedal through the sunlight, drift away. Golden hours never ask me to stay. Cool jazz humming in the air, so sweet. Life's a song beneath my rolling feet. Oh, Kagaki lights begin to glow. Still I've got nowhere to go. Moonlight paints the avenue, silver dreams in every hue. Sway with me, ride the rhythm, wild and free. Pedal through the twilight, soft and slow. Every street a story I don't know. Boss a heartbeat gently in between, with the freedom only wheels can find. Let it roll, don't ask me why. Just a bike beneath the sky.
Morning breeze on an open lane. Silver spokes whisper soft refrain. Coffee sky and the lazy cloud. City wakes but it's not too loud. Handlebars and a drifting mind. Leave the ticking world behind. under the sun, feel the rhythm run. Every turn a melody begun, rolling light, rolling free, like a quiet symphony. Pedal under the sun, no need to outrun, just a breeze and a gentle hum. Life slows down, comes undone when you ride under the sun. Shadows dance on the boulevard, passing smiles like a postcard. Neon signs fading into green, every mile like a waking dream. No direction that I must chase, just the wind and an easy pace. Pedal under the sun, feel the rhythm run. Every turn a melody begun, rolling light, rolling free, like a quiet symphony. Pedal under the sun, no need to outrun, just a breeze and a gentle hum. Life slows down, comes undone when you ride under the sun. Soft samba in the spinning wheels, every heartbeat sinks and heals. Golden hour paints the street, time dissolves beneath my feet. Pedal under the sun, feel the rhythm run. Every turn a melody begun, rolling light, rolling free, like a quiet symphony. Pedal under the sun, no need to outrun, just a breeze and a gentle hum. Life slows down, comes undone when you ride under the sun. Pedal slow, let it flow, where the warm horizons glow. Under the sun, under the sun, under the sun.
Soft breeze calling, wheels start to glide. Morning whispers, city opens wide. Golden rhythm in a lazy sky. Let the road and I just coincide. Coffee scent and a narrow street, echoes dancing beneath my feet. Handlebars in a gentle sway. Every turn feels like a holiday. No maps, no plans, just follow the sound